We have a spoiler alert with Biniyam from 90 Day Fiance, guys. So spoiler, if you do not want to know the spoiler alert, please do not continue watching. But for everyone else who wants to know what the spoiler alert is, Biniyam and Ari were spotted in New York City, and we're talking about them actually staying in New York permanently. So that means a couple things. Number one, they are, considering moving here. And number two, Biniyam somehow got into America. And number three, Binny and Ari are still together. So here is the deal. Boz Bunny on Reddit. I will share the Reddit post if you want to check it out for yourself, shared on Reddit a day or so ago saying Biniyam is in New York City. The person went on to say, okay y'all, I was just ordering some takeout from a restaurant here in downtown Manhattan, and someone told me the upstairs is closed off because they're filming some reality show. Oh, it's something you've probably never heard of, huh? Well, anyway, fast forward to me waiting around like a total goon to find out who it is, and I see Biniyam walk downstairs and right by me. He is a very handsome in person, by the way. Someone at the restaurant told me that he and Ari are staying here indefinitely and are considering moving here, but they were talking about how they don't have jobs. As soon as I heard, of course, I had to share it with my family, my 90 Day Fiance family. Well, guys, thank you to the person that shared that on Reddit. That is so cool and kind of just unbelievable. The funny thing is, the biggest thing it told me was, okay, if they were there with a camera, camera crew and whatnot, that means they are filming for some sort of a 90 Day Fiance spinoff of some sorts. And literally minutes later, after I read that Reddit post, then 90 Day Fiance came out and announced that there's a new season of 90 Day Fiance The Other Way. And oh, you guys, number one, I called this. Number two, I am so happy because I'm getting so sick of 90 Day Fiance Happily Ever After. But yes, we now can confirm that number one, Binny and Ari are in America, as they were in America at the time of that, like 3 days ago. And I can only assume if they said that they were going to be here indefinitely, they're likely still here. So they're in America. They are still together. They must be doing relatively well. And the craziest thing for me is that 90 Day Fiance The Other Way is now back. So comment below what you guys think of the Ari and Binny situation. I think it's honestly kind of interesting too. How did he get to America? Was it a visa, or did they, do the whole K1 visa thing? If I had to guess, because of how long they've been together and they have the baby and then her family, and they probably filed for the K1 visa, he probably got it and they're probably going to be getting married in America, if I had to guess. Especially if he's going to be here indefinitely, that would likely tell me that they're going to be getting married, I would assume. But yes, y'all, 90 Day Fiance The Other Way is back. We did get to see a trailer. I reposted it on my Instagram, so if you want to check that out, definitely go on my Instagram, the Celeb Talk Guy, and check it out for yourself. It's a pretty good trailer. It's like 3 minutes long. Here are the couples we are going to see. I will list them, then we can talk about each one of them from what we got to see in the trailer. Number one, Jenny and Sumit. I knew it! They are back. I am excited, and it looks like Jenny and Sumit, at the time of the filming of the trailer, did not get married. There have been a ton of rumors. I don't know if there's been rumors that they got engaged and that they're actually going to be getting married. So we're going to see if that actually ever happens. So we got to see Jenny and Sumit, Kenny and Armando, then like I said, Ari and Biniyam, and then we got to see Evelyn and Corey. So those four couples, they've been on 90 Day Fiance before. We're all very familiar with them. Then we got to see there's two new couples. So the first new couple is Elena and Steven. She's 20, he's 25. Gosh, they are young. They are so young. She's from Russia, he's from Salt Lake City, Utah, and it just looks like they've met, and then because of the pandemic and the borders being closed, they actually ended up meeting up in Turkey with plans to get married. So we got to see them. They are brand new. And we also got to see Ellie and Victor. She's from Seattle, Washington. She's 45. Victor is 38, and he's from Colombia. And it was same kind of similar situation. She ended up going to him. She left her business behind, kind of jazz. So like I said, four of the couples are old. Like I was just talking about Jenny and Sumit. I'm excited. Comment below what you think. I think if there's one couple, and you guys are probably going to get so mad, if there's one couple that I am kind of actually excited for, I would say, Jenny and Sumit's one of them. Just because you never really know what's going to come out of his parents' mouth, and it is kind of sad, but you never really know. And yeah, it is sad, but I kind of actually, I enjoy that whole, and then you know what else I really enjoy about this Jenny and Sumit is you never know what's going to come out of Sumit's mouth. You don't know if the guy's going to be remarried, or if he's got kids, or you just don't know what he's going to say or do. That's the other thing. You can't say that crap is scripted with him, because he does the craziest crap, and so it's kind of almost entertaining. It's not predictable. If we're watching people like the podcast family, it's predictable. They're gonna scream and fight and go crazy. But Jenny and Sumit, let me tell you guys one thing. We do not know what Sumit is ever going to do. Literally ever. So it's entertaining to me, at least. So Jenny and Sumit, yes, I'm very excited. Kane and Armando, I like them. I think they are a sweet couple. They're interesting. We are definitely going to be seeing their wedding, which if you don't already know, they did get married. So it's People Magazine, I think it was People Magazine kind of teased the wedding. They showed one picture. That was really it. So I kind of figured that wedding's definitely going to be on a 90 Day Fiancé spinoff, and now it's for sure going to be on 90 Day Fiancé the other way, which is exciting. They're a little bit on the boring side, but of course, we do want to see some happiness, we want to see some joy and whatnot, so they'll be fine. They appear to be a pretty happy couple. I think their wedding went well. The one thing I'm curious with them, I will say, is I'm curious at their wedding if his mother and father went to it. Likely the mom did, but does the dad? That's what I'm very, very curious. If he doesn't go, that's sad, kind of a bummer. I actually like Armando. I think Kenny's cool. He's kind of like, I don't know, he's kind of stuck in his ways, but I think Armando's just a real cool, go with the flow kind of guy. I like Armando just a hair more, sorry Kenny, I like Armando just a hair bit more than I like Kenny. Kenny's funny, whatever, but he's just a little bit, you know, kind of stuck in his ways. Armando, more go with the flow. So that'd be fun to see them. Probably pretty drama-free. Corey and Evelyn, I don't know. They're all over social media. I kind of thought that they were done with 90 Day Fiancé, so I'm shocked to see that they're actually back on. Very shocked, actually. Yeah, that is, I'm not gonna lie, that was kind of shocking to me. I'm kind of just like, I don't know. Their drama always seemed to be a little bit kind of swayed to me. Like, they just didn't really seem to ever do much for me. No offense to them. I think they're perfectly fine, whatever, but they just, I never really connected with them on 90 Day Fiancé. I never really enjoyed watching their segments a ton, but they're fine. No hate, nothing like that. Just I never was a big fan of watching them, kind of boring. So they're going to be on, and Ari and Binny, I'm actually oddly excited because Binny's kind of the same thing. Binny is a wild card to me, like Sumit, where I think he's a good guy, but he's a wild card. He'll do stuff, you know, you just don't know. Like, all of a sudden, the guy was gone for like 48 hours, apparently one time. Like, he's always doing this random stuff. We got to see them on 90 Day Fiancé, the Bears All show on Discovery Plus. And there was some stuff going on. There was even talk of Ari leaving him. And then the trailer, we got to see that Ari actually does leave. She goes back to New York. I don't know when this was, but she did leave. And then that's when she was FaceTiming Binny and just said, listen, you know, I am not going to be coming back to you. And so I guess he does actually go to her because he's in New York. So it's like, really interesting. I'm excited to see how that goes down. The most bizarre thing is that Ari's ex-husband comes to visit her, and there was a scene of like him and Binny like kind of wrestling, I guess, which it doesn't seem like it was anything serious, but it's just like, wait, are they friends? So we never really did know, I don't believe, why Ari and her ex officially got, we heard, you know, Ari, so we never did hear from her ex actually why they got a divorce, why they split up. And so I'm very curious, like, what is going on? Why is this guy visiting her? Because, like, he's, like, staying with them, it looks like. So I don't really understand. Are they that good of friends? Is Biniyam gonna be mad? Just, it seems like kind of a weird dynamic, kind of just strange. And for the two new people, like I said, we have the Steven and Elena people, and it says, Steven, a devout Mormon from Utah, is giving up his life in America to be with Elena, a beautiful Russian woman he met a year ago on a language app. When the Russian border closed, Steven and Elena came up with a backup plan to meet and marry in Turkey instead, so they are gonna be getting married. Once there, secrets of Steven's past and Elena's suspicions began to threaten their future together. And Elena questions if she truly knows the man she's about to marry. Ooh, very interesting. To me, it's the age. That's the first thing. They're young. 20, 25. 20 is so young to be getting married. Even 25 is like pretty young to someone that you just met a year ago. That just seems young, doesn't it? But I guess, you know what? We've seen crazier things on this show for sure. And then Victor and Ellie, you know, she's the one from Seattle. He's from Colombia. It says, after falling for Victor while on a trip to South America, the love-struck couple continued their long-distance relationship for 2 years. Victor lives on a small Colombian island called Providencia. I'm probably butchering that name, I'm sorry. And Ellie has decided it's time to leave her successful restaurant business and city life in the US for small town island living on their little slice of paradise. As she prepares to move, the couple's issues with trust and financial concerns are dwarfed when a Category 5 hurricane passes over the island, leaving behind unimaginable destruction. Ellie loses communication with Victor the night before the storm, and after days of silence, she travels to the island, distraught and desperate to locate him. So interesting, weird, lot of different things in my head. I'm kind of thinking the business side, does she just shut down her business or does she get someone to run like that? That to me is weird. And the other thing too is like, are they planning on getting married? Are they just gonna kind of date? And then the hurricane thing is kind of crazy too. So I'm excited, you guys. And this is gonna be a great season. I'm ready to change up with 90 Day Fiancé. I'm done with Happily Ever After. I'm sick of it. I'm bored with it. And I knew we were gonna have the other way. I just kind of figured we're not gonna have 90 Day Fiance, you know, before the 90 days. The Q1 because of the pandemic. I think they're filming that right now, and so now we have the other way, and then we'll probably have, you know, 90 Day Fiance before the 90 days. So I'm excited. I can't wait. I think it's gonna be amazing. And yes, guys, like I said, I posted the trailer on my Instagram. Definitely make sure to check that out for yourself so you can see what exactly is going on. Well, all right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching, and once again, thank you to the person on Reddit. I'm going to share their link if you want to check out that Reddit post for yourself. But yes, y'all, Biniyam, he is here. They are still together, and apparently they are moving, and like they're gonna stay here indefinitely in New York. Well, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Tap that like button, hit the comments below, and y'all better stay tuned for many more videos.